If you want to grow your online business, stop focusing on views. Now, I get it. It's really, really cool to be able to say to your friends that, hey, check out my last bit of content and it went absolutely viral. But do you know what's better than millions and millions of views? Is thousands of high quality leads that you can then use to grow your business with real sustainable, predictable monthly income. Now, this is a shocking fact, but did you know that only 4% of all online creators actually earn more than $100,000 a year? And this was data that came out from Goldman Sachs that released that shocking stat that yes, only 4% of creators actually earn over $100,000 a year. So despite what people are showing in their reels and spruiking about how they've made one post or one video and it brought in hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's just simply not true. And I think a big reason for this is the fact that people are focusing on the wrong metric. And I call them the vanity metrics of subscribers, followers, likes, comments, and of course, views. Now, I'm not saying that subscribers and followers and views aren't important, because obviously you do need views, because if you don't have views, then no one knows about you and no one can buy your products. But for success of growing an online business, it's all about not only getting views, but it's also turning those views into customers, because that's where the money actually lies. And I want to give you a quick question. What would you prefer? Millions of views with only a couple of sales, or thousands of views with hundreds of sales? And the simple rule for content creators who are looking at selling digital courses, online coaching, or build their own communities, the focus needs to be on that every single piece of content that you release, there needs to be an invitation for someone to move from a viewer to be able to become a potential client of yours. And the way that you do this is that in every single video that you release, you have to give an invitation for the person who is watching your content to be able to access some extra free training or high quality educational tools that they can then download in exchange for giving you their email. And this is the process of you inviting them to download one of your lead magnets. And let me show you how this works. And I call this the perfect content sales loop. And it starts with someone watching a piece of your content. And then from there, they then download one of your lead magnets. Two things happen from there. They then enter into your sales email funnel. And then most importantly, they find value in your lead magnet. And then as they continue to go through that sales funnel, they go through and they purchase one of your products. And that could be an online course, your coaching, or a paid community. Now, one thing that I really need to stress is that for this to work, you need to make sure that you're setting up and using the right type of lead magnets. You can't just say, hey, I want your email. Can you get this lead magnet? Seriously, way to make it super awkward. And what I want to do to help you with this, let's jump into a screen share so that I can show you the different types of lead magnets that I've used that have built my 7-figure business. Now, as I go through these, I will be going through them quite quickly, but if you miss anything, don't stress, because what I'm also going to do is that if you follow that link in the description below, you can get access to my 6-figure funnel building kit. And this not only takes you through the lead magnet process, but you also get access to all of my emails so you can copy them and use them in your own business. And these emails are the emails which have been the bread and butter of my business. They've allowed me to build a 7-figure business off a very small audience. And you can get all that amazing support just by following that link in the description below. But one last thing before we jump into that screen share, did you see what I just did there with the whole lead magnet thing? That's the way that you introduce a proper lead magnet. And that's what you need to do if you're going to see success with your online business. I just wanted to point that out, but seriously, make sure you go through and follow that link in the description below so that you can learn how to build 6-figure funnels. But right now, let's jump into that screen share. So what you need to always remember is that lead magnets are that entry point of your sales. And if you don't get your lead magnets right, you are not going to be able to get the sales that your business needs. Now, what I found in my own business, I found that 99% of people who buy my courses or my coaching, they have first downloaded at least one of my lead magnets. And what I actually find is that on average, people have downloaded at least 3 different lead magnets in order to get that sale. So what I want to share with you now is the 3 core things that are the difference between an okay lead magnet and an amazing lead magnet that you can use to build your business. And the first thing is they need to be practical and useful. The user should be able to get real value from your lead magnet. And because if your lead magnet does not help the user, you are then actually ruining the sales process. Once they finish your lead magnet, what you want them to be able to do is you want them to be able to sit back and say, that really helped me and I got a lot of value out of that. Also too, it needs to be your own content. The lead magnet needs to be something that you've created and it can't just be copied from someone else or be like a white paper or another website. And the third thing is that it needs to make the user sit back and say, this actually helped me. And this is just a little quote that I always say, and it's all about about approach each customer with the idea of helping him or her to solve a problem or achieve a goal, not selling a product or a service. So for a successful lead magnet, you really want to make sure that as the user uses that lead magnet, that it actually helps them solve part of their problem. Because remember, when we're looking through that sales process, remember that lead magnet is really what gives them the confidence for them to know that you can actually help them if they were going to pay for one of your courses or one of your communities or one of your coaching sessions. Now, the lead magnet can be anything. I've used different Google Sheets, which can be sort of checklists and letting people know how to complete different things. I've even done some download guides, which are like step-by-step guides on what they can use. Or if you want to see what a good lead magnet is about, is remember to go and follow that link in the description below so you can get my 6-figure funnel building kit. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Aaron Young from 7-Figure Coaching. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. And this channel is where I release 2 videos a week and showing you how you can build your own 6 or 7-figure business. So if you want to know exactly when I release any videos, make sure that you don't only subscribe, but you turn on that notification bell. And one thing that you will need for success is a high converting landing page. And if you want to see how I create my high converting landing pages using real life user data from over 10,000 user tests, I want you to go through and watch this video right here. Thanks again. See you next time.